Okay. Are we running or what? Come on, jerks. It's 11:50 at night. Do not ride your massive roaring engines up the street. The big list of daily, monthly, and yearly challenges. That's not a daily challenge, guys. Do you not understand how that works? Day Zero project is all about setting personal challenges. We started with the original 101 things in 1,001 days. Right. Okay, so complete. No, there has to be a better way to organize this. Day Zero, come on, just give me something useful here. Yeah, I don't see that being a useful site. So I was trying to track down a more comprehensive and useful list, but if there's no way to sort or search, why would I use that? Okay, so 129 30-day challenge ideas to create a better life. Ultimate list of 30-day challenge ideas. Okay, now, what is a 30-day challenge? Do you have, here we go. Walks, eat more vegetables. That's not what we're talking about. Okay, like walking each day is not a challenge. You can do it. It's not super hard. Okay, so see, this is a hard one. Okay, so NaNoWriMo prompts, no. 39 challenges to inspire all year. Writing year. Sprints and so National Journal Writing Month. Okay, so part of the reason, I'll get to that right now. Part of the reason I'm doing this again now is we had a power outage today. And that power outage ate my document. It's the year for this, I guess. That power outage ate the document that I was working on for my plans for the year of challenges. So I'm rebuilding, which is fine. I mean, I know I talked about it the other night. It's not a huge deal. Not a huge stinky deal. But I can start a new one. Okay, so we had October is Inktober. November is NaNoWriMo. December is Vlogsmas. January we were going with the animation. January. February was gonna be, because it's alphabetical at that point. Feb was gonna be alphabet project. Albet? Oh, wow, okay. You're just skipping whole letters now. And I think April was going to be script fronty was the big one. Let's see. April. So we don't have anything for March. But we wanted to do... Yeah. My life with computers right now. Picking fights every step of the way. Every step of the way. Well, hopefully... Oh, please tell me you didn't crash everything. No? Okay. We're going to still be good? Still good? Yeah. Okay. Nope. Freaking out. Yeah. Not too bad. All right. So we're looking at a year. So we had February could be... we wanted to do something musical. And then poetry. So let's pull that back. Music, poetry, painting. So we have January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, and then September would all be months with a different challenge in it. And then we go... So we've got October for... October, November, December is pretty straightforward. Those are all set in place. And I think the other reason I wanted to talk about this tonight was October is very quickly approaching. And if I'm going to do some of the things I want to do for October, I'm gonna have to plan for it appropriately. So one of the I still got an ear infection or something. I don't know. So one of the things I want to do for... Actually, I'll go over this first today. We were doing some driveway repair, and in doing that driveway repair, we had to dig up some of the stuff that was underneath the driveway that swells during winter, which is a lot of clay soil. And when I say clay soil, I mean like somebody took a wad of commercial pottery clay and jammed it into the ground. Because he was out there with a pickaxe, and when it hits the ground, it doesn't hit dirt and it doesn't hit rock. It's like putting a metal spike into bread dough. It hit and just went and tore like a soft, mushy chunk out of the ground. He's got really good clay here. And we had so much of it that I took one of those several gallon, I want to say it was like a 2 or 3 gallon cooking pot that I had used years ago for something else, and filled it with clods of clay like 3 times. And so I've got a lot of clay. What I need to do is let the next rainstorm fill the basin and stir it up, melt it, and get all the pebbles and grit out of it, and get a decently clean clay to settle out of the top. And then I've theoretically got a clay I can do ceramics with. So I may have to do some pottery or ceramics as one of my projects. But yeah, so that was kind of fun to try to get that together today. And there may be more. I got the solid chunks that you could practically sculpt right there, sorted out. But there's a fair amount with dirt in it that I imagine if I sifted out the stones and pieces of asphalt out of it and just got the dirty clay and then filtered that through some water and let them settle out in layers, I think I could probably get some more clay off of that. And there's a lot more on the property. So I may have access to a mother load of clay. But what else were we looking at doing? The thing I need to keep in mind is if I'm going to do Inktober, which is coming up in October, which is days away at this point. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days away. If I do Inktober, there's a part of me that says for the best results, I should make a list of the things I want to do each day and make them useful for other projects. So one of the projects that we've been working on this year was the designing of the setting for my storytelling and role-playing game stuff, both computer and tabletop. And there's a part of me that says I could theoretically use the month of Inktober each day to make a piece of artwork that can be used in making games. So I kind of want to sit down and think about, like, okay, format wise and layout wise and graphic design wise, how do I want to do the layout for different resources, different projects that will use the resource of Inktober to populate out the creations. And so I'm going to be making 31, is it? I always forget. November, yes. Or October is 31. I'm going to be making 31 ink drawings. So I kind of want to use the Inktober to its best potential. So yeah, I don't know. I got to figure out what's the best potential for that. Like, I don't imagine, like, I have the artwork I want to do for my Captain Rita Raygun's Interplanetary Adventures. I could do artwork for my Vestiges game, and I could do artwork for I could do the inking for projects like my, what was it, the bullet journal designs. I know most of that's lost in the hard drive wreck, but I can reclaim some of that from sketches I made. So I could do inking for a lot of those things pretty easily. I might even be able to tinker with a few other ideas for projects that we came up with last year, make concept art for a few things. But I feel like concept art and storyboarding is not what Inktober is about. Inktober is about making a piece of artwork from ink, just like from scratch. You're not finishing up another work, and I don't want it to be that way. But I have to think about, like, what the best approach is going forward. NaNoWriMo is November, and that is going to be a month of writing. And I got to figure out what I'm going to write for that month. Vlogmas will be December, and a vlog every day in December. I guess that'll just be a ramble. I don't know. I could probably figure out a series of topics that might be worth exploring. I'm not a vlogger for the most part, despite this being similar to a vlog. So what else did we have? We had poetry, story a day. I feel like I'm missing a few others. I can't remember the specifics of what we were working on. So we were going to do, we did want to do some, what do you call them? A video game creation. Game jams, there you go. And how many do we need? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 4. Music, poetry. Oh, right. A photo book. In a month. So I'm not huge on the idea of poetry. I'm not a huge poetry writer. Let's move that out of the way and move it to another location. Music, painting, video games, photo book. And we're still a little vague on what the alphabet project in February will be. We could do a month of indie film. So we're at 5. And then I don't know. What do you want to see? That's a big question. What do we want to do? What kinds of things are you craving? I think that's an important question to ask. I mean, I feel like if I say podcasting, that's something we're already working on anyway. So indie film, photo book, video game, painting, music. One more, and then we have to define the alphabet project at some point. I believe at one point we were talking about the alphabet project in February as sort of a miscellaneous project every day that's made for each of the letters of the alphabet with a theme drawn from a hat. Something to that effect. I mean, all right. So for my channel, I used to review a book, a movie, a tabletop game, a product or service, a food. There we go. That's one of the ones we could have played with. Recipe. A recipe a day. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So music, painting, video games, photo book, indie film, recipe. So we've got something for each of those. And the alphabet project is fairly defined. I think it's just down to which one goes into which month at this point, yeah? Well, alliteration tells me music should go into March or May. That's a real easy one to play with there. Is there one that has a T in it? September. I was going to say Paintember, maybe? I kind of don't want to wait a whole year, but maybe. Knowing how my life goes, it's probably the first chance I'm going to get to do anything anyway. All right, so marching to your music. That's not bad. Okay, so let's do march music. And now game jams, video game creation game jams may be beholden more to when there are ones going on in the public anyway, because they happen fairly regularly throughout the year. So I might land on an existing one rather than try to fabricate my own. Because I'm not building National Novel Writing Month or Inktober or Vlogsmas myself. So landing on ones that already exist may be more viable. Okay, so May, August occasions. Photo, no. Picture. My brain wants to do alliteration, and it's sort of a bad habit or a pun of some kind. So we have May, June, July, August, and we have video games. Okay, so we have photo, film, and recipes. May. Movie May? Yeah. Making movies? That's terrible. That is terrible. Okay, that's I am sorry about that. Well, I'm not sorry. I'm still gonna do it. I'm not that sorry. And then photo book recipes. All right, let's do a lookup and see what kind of game jams are available during the course of the year. Game jams, itch.io. No, I don't want this month. I want throughout the year. Jam calendar. Could you give me better data? A searchable feature. That's not helpful. Okay, cool. Indie game jams. What do we got? You're doing the monthly thing again. I don't want monthly. I want yearly. When are the game jams for the year? Global Game Jam looks like it's January 29th. No, I'm not really. Okay. Location. Game Jam. Traditionally, game jams focus on video games. However, board games have also been the subject of game jams. Didn't know that. I'll have to keep that in mind. I know a lot of game jams prefer to do like a weekend. So, I may do more than one game development in a month. Let them dare. Hackathon, Barcamp. Come on, somebody's got to have a list, a master list of game jams. It shouldn't be this hard to get this data. I don't know why it's being so difficult. Is it me, or has Google become more difficult to search? I do a search, I put in a term like monthly game jams, and or just game jam in general, and they never give me anything I can use as a calendar. It just seems idiotic to me that they can't just use a simple calendar with game jams marked out on the days that they happen. It shouldn't be that hard. Okay, March. What are the months we have available? We have June, July, and August. All right, so show me what we got for June, July, and August. June, July, Molly Jam. What would Molly Dukes, affectionately referred to as Molly Jam, is a 48-hour game jam inspired by the works of Peter Molyneux, a loving parody of the legendary game designer Peter Molyneux. What? That's like an inside joke that's not useful to me. Let 'em Dare began in 2002. Let 'em Dare. Lud Dum Dare. It's a 48-hour game jam that occurs 3 times a year: April, August, and December. It is one of the most widely participated in game jams. 7DFPS. 7-day first-person shooter. Is a 7-day game jam with a goal to keep first-person shooters interesting. The site also runs mini game jam called 7H as a warm-up before the week-long event. Okay, so it's 7 days first-person shooter in August. So let's see what that looks like. And then let 'em Dare. Dare. I don't know why they would spell dare and then call it Dare. Must be another language. Can I run it? What? No, I guess this is a defunct project now. 7-day first-person shooter, no longer pulling up a viable result. No, I'm not asking for admin access. Frickin', what is wrong with you? Just Google search 7DFPS. Starts in 2 months. What? They're doing it in December now? I thought this was in August. Why is everybody picking a fight with me? Yeah, I may just have to make up my own, because getting a usable result from anybody is just absolutely useless. December 4th through the 13th, 2020. I thought you were supposed to be August. That was the whole point of looking into you. Why are you being a dork? And Let 'em Dare is not pulling anything either. How are you all this bad at keeping this stuff up to date? This is This is disconcertingly badly arranged. Game Jam calendar. What do we got? Do you have up-to-date information or no? Game Jam's calendar. I'm looking for month. Okay, so September. Let's look for October, November, December, January, February, March, April, May, and then June. Yes. Go. Why is this? Why? I swear to God, you are deliberately picking fights with me. Okay, June. Anticlimactic jam. Decade jam. A frickin' year, bro. Cringe game jam. They're just running massive, like, no, that's not. July, decade jam. So nobody's announced anything this far out, I don't think. And when they do, they have these month-long or things starting in the middle of a month. Who's ever in charge of figuring out the system for updating and planning those things is doing a terrible job. That's one of the worst organized systems I've ever seen. That's a joke. That's so bad. That's so bad. I'm gonna have to make my own up, I guess. I'm gonna have to just figure it out on my own. Because nobody else is doing anything useful with it. Okay, I guess that's just gonna make it up for slotting in the other two. Recipes. Yeah, Game Jam turned out to be a crap search anyway. Synonyms for recipes. Recipe. No, I'm not asking for receipt. That's something else. Technique, procedure, plan, modus operandi, means, way, blueprint, formula. God. Google, you're killing me tonight. You're absolutely killing me. How are you this bad at returning results tonight? Fine. Formula, what do you got? Food. Food. Give me a synonym for food, I guess. Google, you're just horrible tonight. Maybe I'm just pushing the edge of what most people use search engines for, but Google is definitely not returning useful data for me anymore. Okay, so nourishment. Okay, so what we're looking for is something that'll pull up a match to the name of the month in some way, a rhyme, alliteration, pun, June, July, and August. July. July. No, I can't make that work. June. No, come on, there's got to be something. So cuisine, baking, cooking, meal, edible, fair. There might be something to play with there. Summer fare, sustenance, nutriment, nourishment, eats, nosh. I kind of want to use nosh. Grub, chow, nibble, scoff, tuck, chuck, victuals, victuals, viands, commons, meat, comestibles, provender, element, commissariant. I can't even say that. Commissariant, viaticum, fodder, feed, forage, herbage, pasturage, and silage. Is there anything with a G? What do we got? A grub? A grub? How about an L? Wordplay would be fun if I could get it to work with me. A UL or an L. No. A UN. Oh, come on. Okay. Well, I'll have to figure that out at another time because this is clearly got to be one of the most boring ways to watch a video right now. I can't believe that's the best result we can get. Hang on. Cuisine, drink, fare, feed, foodstuff, meals. I feel like there's got to be something here. Grub, handout, keep, larder. Ooh, larder. Do you larder? Is there anything with an N? Nourishment? Nourishment? Maybe switch it the other way around. I don't know. I'll figure it out. Close. Get out of the way with the pop-ups. That's not helpful in any sense of the word. So that would be recipes, photo books. Picture. Snapshot. All right, so what are we looking at? Pics. It's not a pinup. I don't think that's the way we want to go with that one. Pics. Pictures, portrait, print, likeness, image, snapshot. Photo pics. Photo. Yeah, something for June, July, or August is just... We'll figure it out. One of them is going to be a video game. One of them is going to be a photo book. And one of them is going to be recipes each day. I guess that's sort of the plan right there. In the meantime, I got to figure out I got to finish up the planning and even start doing stuff for my podcasts. And then the hope is I can get a print and play version of my Runcible Foods card game out by the holiday season. It'd be nice if I could also do the bullet journal plans to start a year off with a whole planning schedule. I guess that's really where I'll settle for tonight. It's about 40 minutes in. That's probably good enough for a night. I'm going to hop off, do a little extra brainstorming session tonight, and hopefully by... What day is today? Today is Thursday, right? So my next day on is Sunday. By Sunday, I should have not have a hair in my mouth. By Sunday, I should have a answer for most of the things that I didn't get to finish up tonight. And hopefully by then, I'll start recording the first episode of the first podcast. I feel like I'm probably going to do the Monstrous Mysteries is going to be the first one to go up. Then one of each of the others for the first full week. I don't know that I'll do each of them weekly. I think I'm probably going to aim for bi-weekly for some of them, especially the longer form ones like the Fabulous Tale and the Choice Tales. Those are longer. I can't do them as regularly, so we'll do them more gradually. But I will have a more detailed plan come Sunday. Until then, I want to thank you for joining me tonight, and I will catch you tomorrow. Until then, no, not tomorrow, Sunday. Until then, brain fried right now. Take care, and good night. Catch you later. I can't wait to play with some of that clay. We'll see how that turns out. Might start a little foundry or a furnace and see if I can make some crucibles, depending. I think I need some graphite for that. See what we can do with it.